It is celebration galore in Kano today as the governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf's victory was finally upheld by the Supreme Court. It was unthinkable for the lower courts to throw away 165,000 votes just because the ballots were not stamped. What did they expect the electorate to do? When someone goes to a polling unit to vote on election day, the person is given a ballot paper. He will simply thumbprint and cast his vote. It's not his business or his fault that the ballot papers were not stamped or signed by INEC officials who have the responsibility to make sure the election is held and everything complies with the law. So it was nonsensical, which brings to question, why do the judges do what they like? Why don't they interpret the laws in a uniform manner? How can one law have many interpretations? You go to the first court, which is the election tribunal, they say one thing different from what the appeal court will say, and the Supreme Court will say a different thing altogether. So they should make sure that there is consistency. The question now remains, why are Kano people not celebrating the victory of Abba Yusuf? Maybe they all prepared for a loss at the Supreme Court. Now they have victory, they can no longer celebrate. Of course, when many governors attended the Supreme Court hearing, it signified that they knew that they will win, because it would have been very humiliating for a governor to lose while at the Supreme Court. In a related development, the governor of Plateau State, Muftwang, was returned as a duly elected governor by the Supreme Court, going by the decision of the Supreme Court that the High Court in Plateau State had no jurisdiction, that they can't deliver judgment that will affect the National Working Committee of the PDP, which is based in Abuja, that it's the National Working Committee of the PDP that conducts governorship primaries and other related primaries in the state. So for those who don't know, it was based on their judgment that the lower courts disqualified and annulled the victory of the PDP candidates that contested House of Reps and many other positions. So what will happen to them now? Because their appeal process ended at the appeal court. These members have all lost their seats based on something the Supreme Court said didn't matter, that the courts cannot decide on a case that it doesn't have jurisdiction. So this is a serious problem. People who were duly elected, not that it was fraudulent or anything, they just ruled based on technicality, that one high court ordered one nonsense. So it is time for serious reforms of our electoral system. That's if the operators, the politicians and everyone involved, even civil servants, the INEC people, that's if they will follow the rules. Because the existing rules used in the conduct of the last elections were sufficient enough to make sure that the people that were voted for are the ones that INEC should declare the winners. But at the end of the day, it still goes to court, where judicial officers start doing magic and conjuring abracadabra. They will see white, they will call it black. So the reforms are needed so that our elections can be freer and fairer. And courts should not be deciding the outcome of our elections. When courts decide them, it's no longer the will of the people that decides the winner. Just like in this case of Plateau State House of Reps members, they were duly voted for, INEC declared them winner, now the appeal court have sacked them. So this is a serious problem. We need to address them. Never mind the fact that people in power today might think they are the one benefiting. They might find themselves in opposition tomorrow. That's why it is very important for everyone to be doing the right thing at any given time. Thanks for watching.